everybody, welcome back. Wanted to give you an intro here. We are going to go to an auction. Saturday here in central Pennsylvania, it was pouring down rain, so of course I decided to go to this auction that was local to the area. The pictures showed some interesting items. It looked like it was a newer house built in the 60s that had a lot of antique items in it, so I was kind of wondering what all would be there. I thought maybe there'd be some sleeper things, which there was. I did get some cool stuff, which I'm going to show you, but wanted to kind of give you a preference into it. So the family had moved into this house in the 1960s. They apparently were descendants of a wealthy family, and there was some discrepancy whether it was Pennsylvania or New York. But when the lady of the house, his parents passed away, she brought a lot of the family pieces down here to central Pennsylvania, and they've been in this house since then. So yesterday, which was Saturday, was horrific. It's been raining here since early Saturday morning, and it has not stopped. It's cold, damp, wet. So there was only about 3 people there. They did have tents for people to sit under. In the footage, you're going to see it's only about a minute and a half. They're literally, you couldn't look at hardly anything. There was a 1-car garage that had 2 tables deep on either side with stuff underneath it, stuff stacked on top of it. It was a little bit of a cluster. Then there was a family room on the lower level that had just stuff piled floor to ceiling you couldn't really look at. So until the sale started going, you really couldn't see anything and you had to pay attention. I was sitting in the front row, and unfortunately I had this gentleman who sells at the flea market sitting on a nightstand 5 feet away from me, just plopped himself there and just started piling all his stuff. And then every time somebody that he recognized was bidding on something, of course he had to bid on it. Luckily, he only stayed through half the sale, so I only got to pay a little bit more for stuff than I wanted to on a few things. The rest of the stuff I got for really good prices because of the weather. So the sale lasted from about 9 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. The house sold at about 12. Then they did small furniture. Then they did numbered furniture in the house. Then they started working on the 3 gigantic piles of box slots they had in the back. So I did get some stuff out of there. So I'm going to insert the footage of what we were able to see at the preview. Like I said, it was dark, it was wet, it was crowded. There was one line you could walk through. People were bumping into each other. But there are some really cool things. So take a look at the footage there. Third.
Yeah. Feel bad. My super. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get into the haul. There's no particular order. I'm gonna try to go through the stuff that's around me now, get that stuff put away, and then go through some other stuff. So it's gonna kind of be broken up a little bit. Like I said, there's no particular order. One of the first things I bought, and I'm trying to see here. Oh, was this very interesting cigar box. It's a punch tin, as you can see. It's very neat. I think it was hand done. It's a man smoking. The interior of the box. This was one of the items I had seen in the pictures. I thought it was kind of cool. It's a little outside my realm, but I like the folk art aspect of it. Very cool piece. I think it was hand done, hand punched. So this should do pretty well. Like I said, a very neat piece. I did pick this McCoy vase up for myself. I got it for a pretty good price. It is an earlier piece with the marking on the bottom. So this will go over in my McCoy collection. I've always wanted this one, and every time I see it, it's very highly priced at the antique stores or at an auction. But I think I only paid like $20, $22 for this, which was a pretty good price for this. So this is going to go into the collection. Towards the end of the sale, there were some box lots with some planners in it. So I picked some out, left some behind. But here's a few of them. This is an early piece of brush McCoy pottery in this blue drip glaze. It's a more common piece, but it's still a really pretty piece, especially for spring. I'm going to try to get this up on eBay. I've seen this before in green. I think I have the green, and this is the blue. So very nice piece. Also in that box was this Yukiko lady planner, and she's in really nice shape. Very cute. There is this unmarked piece of pottery. This probably I'll throw in at the shop for spring. People like these pottery planners, so we'll put that over there. Very neat with the drip glaze. This was a neat surprise. This is a piece of Weller. It's heavy. It is a planner with candlesticks built into it. It's marked Weller on the bottom. Let's see. Oh, upside down. So you can see Weller. But a very neat piece. Perfect for spring. It needs to be cleaned up. It was sitting in a basement for a long time, but we picked that up as well. This was in a box slot, and I think this is just a sweet little piece. It's real opal and butterfly wings made in England. Look at that. It's just adorable. Like I said, it was in a box slot that I picked up with some other things in it. So this will go online. Super cute piece. I believe this was also in that box slot. This is a nice piece of early blue milk glass with the gold edge on it. It's in excellent shape. Super pretty. It's a really nice piece. These were in a box slot, and I couldn't pass them up. They're very thin glass. They're early. So you have a camel, a donkey, a pig, and a rooster. And at the bottom, you have a monkey with a club. There's 5 of them. So I think, depending on, you can see the striped, I think depending on the section means you drink like a camel, you drink like a donkey, you drink like a pig, you drink like a rooster. I don't know. We'll have to do some research. But I thought they were pretty cool. These were also in that box. I got a set of 2 of them. They're these Art Deco pink depression. The pattern on them is amazing. It's very Art Deco. There's a few flea bites at the top of each of them, but I never have seen this pattern before. I think they're really pretty. Again, they need to be cleaned up. So I'm going to get those in the dishwasher and get them cleaned up. In the one box, there was a ton of little cut glass salt and pepper shakers. So I picked those up. I'm going to sell them in a lot online. They all have sterling tops, it looks like. So there's 2 pairs of these. Here's the other pair. Then there's a pair of these, which are really pretty. And again, the tops are all marked sterling. And then there's a pair of these. So I'll probably group those all together and sell them as a lot. I'm trying to see where it's marked on this one. Yep, they're all marked sterling. there was a couple unexpected things there, general kitchen stuff that I picked up. I think I got a pretty good deal. I bought a giant box of the Pyrex canister sets, and then the Spice of Life, and it included one new in the box that never used. So I have this. Like I said, it's never been used. She even put a little label on top here to say too tall, too small. But there's that. And then I have a whole box here of ones that were used. They're just all sorts of sizes. So I think I got a pretty good deal on that. I'm going to clean them up, of course, and wipe them down, and then see, it looks like there's, I'm not exactly sure how they go. I think there's like, I'm trying to figure this out if it's, that looks like it's the same size. So yeah, we'll figure this out. We might sell them individually, like one and one. Oh, there's some napkin holders in here. Anything interesting? Let's see, I didn't even see. Everything has got, I think somebody spilled a soda in here, which is lovely. But there's a giant, I didn't even see that in the box, a giant crystal paper or napkin holder. Wash that up too. But like I said, I did pretty well with those. I got a good deal on them, so I was happy with that. Excuse me as I put that down there. And let me get these over here so I have some room. You gotta love auctions sometimes. People forget their manners and just spill stuff and knock stuff over and leave their trash sitting places. It's kind of funny. And then there's the one thing, there was people getting annoyed because there was a lady there yesterday that her and her husband must have been a neighbor, and they came over in their golf cart and drove right on into the edge of the tent and almost ran over a lady's stuff. And then one of the helpers said, "You have to move your cart because that's where we're bringing the furniture down." They couldn't get their golf cart started, so the two helpers, they stopped the auction, the two helpers went over and pushed it. And the guy had the nerve to say, "Couldn't you have pushed me down to the bottom of the street so that I could make it easier for myself to tow it back to my house," kind of thing? And that didn't go over well. So, piece of advice: don't drive your golf cart into the middle of an auction and then ask for help with it. So, one of the things that they had buried in the family room was a box lot of Easter, and I bought this for myself because I thought it was pretty neat. This composite bunny, and it's got like a blue-purple tint to it. It's an okay shape. This I absolutely love. This was on my bucket list of pieces to get. It is the Rosboro Easter Express cart with the bunny and the rooster. It's in fantastic shape. These are pretty expensive, and what I paid for the box, I was very happy with. It was a very good price. I know some of you have seen me look at these, something like this at Bedford Street with the glasses missing, so I was like, oh, finally I got one with a set of glasses that's not broken. So very happy with that. Dumping stuff out on the table here. Let's see. These are just adorable. They're little made in Japan baskets, and they need to be reshaped a little bit. I think you're supposed to hang them, but they have little chenille chicks in them with little umbrellas, as you can see. So I have these two. Here's another one that needs to be repaired, and then a pink one here. I just think they're adorable. I was hoping that there would be some more vintage, like Christmas in this house, because I saw this. There really wasn't. It was very, there was a bunch of newer stuff, and the way they were selling it is a lot of their Christmas decorations were stored in these big, heavy wooden trunks, and they were selling it by the trunk. And the one trunk I went through, there was a little ceramic Christmas tree, and a little spaghetti Santa in there, and that was it. A bunch of newer like junk. And I thought, should I bid on it? And I'm like, I don't want to cart this giant wooden box home, so I didn't. I left it behind. But there's some more. There's a lot of these paper mache eggs, and they're really pretty ones. I've never seen these floral design. So there's like that one, and this one. There's some of these styrofoam eggs that have seen better days that might not make it into the Easter decor. There's this one with the kids chasing the bunny on it. Let's see. There's this one with the tulips on it. Really cute pieces. Let's see what else. This was in there. This looks like it's coming apart. Maybe I can fix it. I think maybe it had a top on it at one point. We'll see. There's 3 or 4 of these clear, sparkly eggs in the green color. Oop. Another paper mache egg. A whole bag of these cute little candy baskets. Let's see, anything, there's some chenille chicks, this very cute celluloid piece with the chick and the bunny riding in the swan boat. And then some 60s plastic Easter baskets that are cute. And then this little, whatever you want to call it, a little sitter of some sort with bunnies on it. But that I picked up. I was very happy with what I paid for it. I was glad that the box lot guy left because I'm sure he would have bought it, but for some reason he decided to leave, so he didn't. So let me get this stuff put away and we'll show you the rest of it. So here's part 2 of the haul. I bought a Hummel. So I saw there were some Hummels and I decided, let me look this one up. It has the original box. This one actually does really, really well. So yeah, I might be that guy that buys Hummels now because I had 1 or 2 good experiences. So I picked this one up. It's called Dearly Beloved. I should be able to triple my money on this from what I got. So I did pick that up. I want to put it back in the box so that I don't break it. The one thing I will say about Hummels is they did a really good job of packaging their stuff, so kudos to them on that. As I said, I bought some out in the box lots. I bought some planners. I only paid a couple bucks a box, but I picked out the ones I wanted. There's this basic green one here, which is a floraline. This fan-shaped one. This really cool cream-colored one. Love this chartreuse green fan vase. This is RRP. This is Roseville. So this is a later piece of Roseville. Didn't see that yesterday. This Abington Star, which is really cute. These have always done really well for me. Most of these planners I'll probably put in the store. Like I said, people like to grab them. This one I might try online. Also in there were these 2 metal flower frogs, which will go online. People love these. I'll sell them as a set. And this pair of blue glass vase bookends. So again, I've sold these before. People like them. They're cute. They're perfect for summer, spring. So there's that. This piece, I liked it. I thought it was an interesting design. I know they were in the military, so I figured maybe they picked this up in their travels. It's in good shape. It was only a couple of dollars. So there wasn't a lot of linens at the sale. I expected there to be, like, based on the pictures with the furnishings and the decorative items, I figured there was probably drawers and drawers and drawers full of doilies and textiles. There wasn't. I bought 1 box of placemats and tablecloths, and out of that 1 box, I only paid a couple dollars for the box. The only reason I bought it was because I saw this Christmas tablecloth in the red with this mid-century deer on it. This has all sorts of starbursts on it. It's pretty fantastic. So I'm gonna open this up. If it's a big one that will fit on this table at Christmas, I may use it as an undercloth. Most of the tablecloths I had before I brought this table over here they were smaller because I had a smaller table. I've gotten this table down to the point where it has the 6 chairs around it the way it should, and that's it. And if I shrink it anymore, it's not going to be very big, so I have to kind of adjust, and I always do like a under-over kind of tablecloth. So I have something underneath it, something over top of it. So this might be one of my underneath ones. We'll see. It might be really cool, and I might just have the whole thing with that, but we'll check it out. I bought some stainless flatware. The main reason I bought it is because my parents have this pattern, and I think I'm going to offer it to them first and see if they need any replacements. It's William Rogers Premier Stainless. It's the flatware I grew up using, so I might ask them if they need it for replacements, and if they don't, lot it up and sell it. The one thing I took a chance on, because I thought it was just super cool, was a box, and it's way too heavy to lift, but there's a box of this Victorian metal fencing that was used for around a Christmas tree. I think they used it for the train, I'm pretty sure, but it kind of goes like this. There's posts, there's a gate, here's the gate. It kind of just, there's 2 pieces like this. They just kind of clip in there. But like I said, there's posts that you can put in. It's a very neat set. I'm gonna put this online, see how it does. Let me get the other part of the gate here. I did pay up for a little bit on this. This was one of the items that, there's the gate, as you can see. I did pay up a little bit on this. This is one of the items that the box lot guy ran me up on. So, but I think I'll do really well with it. I know some of that older metal fencing sells for really good money online. So that should do pretty well. I bought myself a tree. This little white and silver tree. It's in a base. It's about 3 feet tall. Let me see here. Yeah, it's about 3 feet tall. It's white and silver. I actually have a probably 6 foot, really skinny one like this in gold and silver, or no, gold and white, that I got from my buddy Jesse down at Space. That one always sits in my office during the holidays, and I put my shiny brights on it. I don't think I got a video of it this year. But I thought after I de-stink it, because it smells like mildew, I'm going to keep it out in the sun, spray it with something, and let it sit out in the sun for a day or 2 to get the stink out of it. The box that it came in has got to go. I'm looking at it now. It's damaged beyond recognition. So I probably will just toss it, unfortunately. I don't know, I might set it out in the sun, see if I can piece it together just because it's something to store it in. But bought this little tree. This was another one of the items, and I'm not holding it super close because it does smell like mildew. That was another one of the items that the box lot guy ran me up on, but I knew it was worth what I paid for it, so I got that. I did get 3 stadium blankets. There's this one here with this really fun plaid, still in the original packaging. This one here, which I don't know if there's any name on it or anything. But, and then this one, which is a really nice heavy one. I think this is a good one. This was made in England, so I know it's a good one. It's a nice heavy black backing, green, red plaid. Excuse me, the cedar chest it was in. It's overwhelming. So that has to go out and sit in the sun. Unfortunately, the next couple of days it's supposed to rain, so maybe next week. But anyway, that is this portion. Let me get the rest of the stuff up here and together, and we'll be right back. All right, here we are for the last little bit of items here. So one of the first boxes I bought had a bunch of kitchen items in it. There was some uranium glass. I just was looking for my black light. I can't find it. I think it might be out in the garage. We were working on something with the car, so it's probably out there. But there was this really neat uranium glass measurer that has 3 spouts. It's in great shape. That's a really neat piece of Federal. This lovely uranium glass juicer in great shape. This giant uranium glass bowl. This one is Anchor Hawking, but it's a big bowl. It's a good size. Put that over there. This little teeny weeny milk glass jadeite measurer. This is a 1/4 cup, 2 ounce. It's a little rough. There looks like a little bit of chip out of the top, but it's still cute. That was in there. This is a nice Anchor Hawking measurer. I think we have one of these already, so I might take this down to the beach and use it down there. They're nice to have when you're making stuff like with fruit and stuff, chopping it up, vegetables, soup. So it's always good to have one of these. Also in that box was this little mixer. It's adorable, very Art Deco, as you can see. See, is there a name on the bottom? It is And Rock, made in USA. But that is just adorable, just to have a little fun with that. This trivet was also in there, this lucite trivet. It's very nice. In the box with the glasses that I showed you earlier with the animals on it, there was a set of 8 of these really pretty cocktail glasses. This is actually embossed raised edging, gold inside, but they're very pretty. I'm trying to see if you can get never seen something like that before. Definitely be putting these online. They're super nice. Like I said, there's a set of 8 of them. This was out in the box lots. Piece of Fenton cranberry ruffled, so I'll get that online soon. These 2 pieces of pottery are out there. I think they're the Canadian pottery. It escapes my mind. If you, sorry, they're a little dirty. If you recognize the name, let me know in the comments down below. I know the name, it's on the tip of my tongue. Blue Mountain Pottery. I saw the initials on the bottom. Made in Canada. So there's 2 of these. And these sweet little Art Deco frosted blue candle holders were also in there. The one's got a little chip on the edge, but I think they're still super cool. They actually had the remnants of what I think was a lucite candle in there. So I'm like, where's the candle? What happened to the candle? Couldn't find it anywhere. Also in the box lots, I got a ton of new old stock sheets. There's a whole bunch of this pattern. Looks like twin flat, twin fitted. Let's see here, probably another twin fitted. Yep. Set of 2 pillowcases, all in the same pattern. Twin flat, twin fitted. Must have been a sale on these and she stocked up. I couldn't pass up the box, it was $1. This cute little, is this a double? Oh, this is a twin size. But look at that cute little pink edging on there. This is a twin size too. Nice little pink floral. So if you guys have a little girl's room you're doing, these would be adorable. Yep, twin. And I'm gonna price those to sell just because I got a good deal on them. So I'm gonna just price them so we can move them out, get them sold, and get them to you, and they can have a new home. So that is pretty much what I got at the on-site auction. Like I said, it was raining. I didn't know what to expect. There was some craziness to it. Sorry, I'm just putting everything back in this box so I can take the box downstairs to the eBay room and put it into the storage. If you saw stuff that you like, make sure you check out my eBay store. The link's down in the description. Let me know what your favorite find was from the auction. I'm very curious to see what everybody thinks is their favorite item. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when new content comes out. Also, feel free to like the video if you liked it. Share it with your friends. If you know people that would enjoy this and they're not subscribed, get them over and subscribed, and we'll keep pumping out this content as fast as I can. Again, thanks for joining us today. It was definitely an adventure. That I was wiped when I got home yesterday. I went into the store after the sale, and my sister looked at me and goes, "You're soaked. You must be miserable." So I was. So I came home. I chilled out last night with my puppies and watched some TV, and decided to do this, put this away, so cross it off my list and get some of this stuff listed. But thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you on the next one.